Hey, so I'm here with Alethea.
Princess Alethea and Princess Alexia. And Alexia. Princess Alexia is going to ask me some questions about writing. Oh, we are also here with Charlie
And
and
Escher.
Escher. They're joining us for this little interview. So, what questions would you like to ask me?
First, I want to ask you, why do you like writing so much?
I've always liked making up stories. I like to play pretend, kind of like Anne with an E. I would go out in the woods and I would play pretend. My best friend was a tree. I often had stories with acorns. There was a little acorn. I pretended he was an old man with a hat, a knit hat. And sometimes my brother would collect snakes and he would dump them on the picnic table. And my little sister and I, would try to give them all names before they slithered off. So we were always playing little games and playing pretend, and I think that's where all the stories came from. I loved books. You saw pictures of me when I was little. Mm-hmm. I read so many books. I always wanted to tell stories like people in the books.
I have another question.
Okay.
Since your friend was a tree, is your favorite color green or is it princessy pink?
Green for trees, definitely.
That's what I thought. Okay. Another one is, why do you like books so much? Like, why do you want to write them and, have fun? Like Anne.
I loved books so much when I was little that I wanted to write books so that other little girls would also have fun like I did. So sometimes I say that I write the books that I didn't have when I was little.
Mm-hmm. So, when you were a little kid...
Wait till you get back in front of the frame.
I know.
And then we'll ask.
So when you were a little kid, you thought of writing books for the little kids, like you said. So when you were thinking of books, did you think of, how'd you get titles of your books that you wanted to make?
Well, this one, AlphaOops, actually was not my title. That was not the original title. That title the publisher came up with. My title was The Telefab, from Z to A, because telefab is the word alphabet with the letters all mixed up. So it sort of told you about the book in the title, but the publisher worried that the librarians and children would not be able to spell the title or remember the title, so they changed it to AlphaOops. But the reason that I wrote these books is because when I was little, I hated alphabet books.
Wait 1 second.
I hated them. I thought they were for babies.
Yeah, $7 on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know if anyone noticed. Okay.
Oh, I didn't show it yet. Anyways, so did you like the AlphaOops books?
I loved writing the AlphaOops books. I wrote this one as kind of a short story. I didn't actually think it was going to be a book. I just wrote it as a story and I sent it to a friend. And then this one I wrote more like, since this one was set up as a play, I wrote this one like a script, like a play script. And the editing of this one went very quickly because I wrote it that way. And then the Christmas book, which I did write, it's just not an actual book yet, it's still a manuscript, is also written like a script.
So kind of like H for Halloween.
Yes, but it's called AlphaOops, X is for Christmas.
Yes, because in this book, X, all the way in H is for Halloween, X had nothing to do.
Yep. So X is kind of the star of the Christmas book.
Like H is the star of Halloween.
Absolutely.
And A is supposed to be the star of alphabet, but then Z wanted to be the star.
Z's a bully in that one. So it's a little bit about bullying, that book. But Z apologizes at the end, which is nice.
That's why I think they might like those books that I did. So
thank you very much for talking about the books. I'm so glad that you like them. Have they always been your favorite books?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of your other favorite books? Can you remember any?
Yes, I can remember Trickster.
Aw, I'm so glad.
And I know one I'm still reading, but I like it so far. The one that has the unicorn hunter in it.
The Unicorn Hunter. That's what it's called. That's the story. The Unicorn Hunter. Oh, Tales
of Airland.
Tales of Airland. That's right. But I didn't realize the Unicorn Hunter had quite so many hard words in it. It's got a lot of hard words. You're a pretty good reader, though.
Even for my age, I can still find out what the words are.
You can. You're a very good reader, and you're getting better all the time, so keep reading, and you keep reading, too. It's very important. What else would you like to ask me?
So, why do you like doing books that are, like, sad and scary?
But I also do books that are funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, life is very funny, but life can also be sad and scary. So I like writing about all kinds of life.
So why do you choose to write sad ones?
Sometimes that's just how the story goes. Sometimes that's just very important. And even when the story's sad, there's still funny stuff in it. The dialogue can be funny, and sometimes that makes the sadder parts sadder and the funny parts funnier. So when you do that, when you have really, really happy stuff and really, really sad stuff, it makes the sadder parts sadder and the happy parts happier.
So what you're saying is kind of like Anne with an E, the book,
Mm-hmm.
where Matthew dies.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers.
It's kind of more sad. It's sad because Matthew is like the favorite character that we love.
Matthew is amazing.
And also Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she meets, is it Griffin?
Gilbert?
Gilbert.
Yeah, I love Gilbert. I wish I could have found a real life Gilbert. I never did. Maybe you will one day.
So, why do you like doing things that your friends do and help you with?
Like writing, or going to conferences, or dressing up, or doing videos?
Doing a party.
My friends are very important to me. They're kind of like the family I never had. They're the family I get to choose. Remember, like, Anne was an orphan, but she got to choose all of the friends that she made. And
they're like her second family.
They're like her second family. And so my friends are like my second family. I love them a lot. They help me through a lot. You help me through a lot. But you are my real family, so that's cool. High five. Hi, Sank.
Frank. So she's been teaching me how to do from 5 to 1 in French.
Can you do it still?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
What's 6?
6.
Yep. And what's 10?
This. Wait, 10.
10. We'll get the rest.
Yeah.
But she's doing really good so far. I'm very proud.
So, why do you like dressing up for like a party? You can always dress yourself.
I like dressing up because when I was your age, I was on stage a lot. So I either like wearing really, really boring t-shirts or costumes. Those are sort of the two things you've seen me in. Well, that and a bathing suit, because we've gone to the beach a lot. Yeah. But pretty much all I wear is boring clothes and shorts or costumes, because I really like costumes.
So, if I don't remember, have you written any Oz books? I know you have t-shirts of Oz.
I do, because I went storm chasing, because remember Dorothy got taken away in a tornado, so I went chasing tornadoes. So that's why I have so many Oz things, was because this year I went storm chasing, and so Oz was kind of my theme, and Ozma, Princess Ozma, was my theme. I love that tiara. Mm-hmm. But as far as writing Oz, I will tell you a small secret that nobody's really figured out yet. Trying to think of how much I should tell you. But, so you know Enchanted, the series goes Enchanted, Hero, and Dearest, right? So in Dearest, there is a character from Oz, and I won't tell you which one. It's a secret. Mm. But if you love Oz and you read Dearest, you will recognize the character from Oz that's in Dearest.
And I forgot to tell you guys when I was doing the AlphaOops, the Daisy Went First video, if you recognize something in the beginning where this page was, you guys should recognize something. I'll give you 10 more seconds to think about it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is it? Tell the secret.
It's bad. B-A-D.
Yep.
Something's bad's about to happen.
I like to hide secrets in my books. There are a lot of secrets in my books.
What about this one?
There.
Oh!
What is a secret? Did you find a secret in that book?
No, but if this was a D and A was right there and D was right here, that's not in the book. So if the A was there,
Okay.
and if Z was a D,
Okay.
D should be there, and then had.
It would spell had.
It would spell had.
Backwards.
Yep.
Yep. So in this book, there is an owl on every page, on every spread, except for the first one. I don't know. On this very first page, there's not one. Well, there on this page, there's not. But every other page,
this page,
there's no owl.
There's no owl
that I can find. If you can find him, show me the owl. But on this one, where's the owl?
Up there.
Yep. So every spread, there's an owl. And then starting here, if you notice the headstones, they have the alphabet A, B, C, D in order. So the alphabets on the headstone is in order. Like the old alphabet died. And now it's the new alphabet.
See? A, B, C, D, and it keeps going.
Yep. So
And
those
then
are
look at-
secrets in that book.
There's the owl.
There's the owl.
Again. And then on every page, there should be an owl.
Because it's every spread.
Oh.
So every 2 pages.
So this page.
Wait, it's a glare on that. They couldn't see it.
There.
Right there. There's the owl in the window. You don't have to show them every one. We'll be here all day.
No, but there's that one too. I'll show you 2 more, and then we'll move on. If I can find the other owl. Oh, found it. Down there, right there, in that little window.
Owls like sitting in windows.
Mhm. Except for this one. This page is different.
Yep.
So she put secrets in her books.
I do. I like secrets. It's like secret passages in a castle, but they're secrets in a book. I like to hide them.
Instead of secrets in a book, she also has different secrets.
Yes, Escher is currently a secret, but by the time this video goes out to everybody, it will not be a secret. But up until DragonCon, only my patrons are allowed to know that Escher exists. And the reason his name is Escher is for MC Escher, because his name is MC stands for Magic Carpet. And if you go to DragonCon, you know that this is the Magic Carpet.
He's really huggable.
He's very huggable.
And he's very lovable.
So's Charlie. Yay!
Okay, I have more questions.
Okay. Ready.
So, 1, why do you like paintings, and why do your friends give you like little notes?
I like paintings, kind of the same reason I like books. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and so I look at a painting and it often inspires me or makes me feel a feeling, and I like paintings for that reason. And remember how I said my friends were my second family? So when my friends come to visit, they like to leave little notes all over my house, and I leave them there because then when I'm all by myself, sometimes I'll come across the little note and think, I'm not really alone. I have my whole family here.
Oh, kind of like this one? I'll go get it. I'll show it.
Oh, you found a note?
Okay.
Is it still over there? I think I moved it.
No, it's right here.
It's over here. Is there a note still there? Oh, yeah!
So one of her friends, second family, colored this part, and then wrote a note behind it.
Yep.
And that's kind of like another note she found somewhere
It's on a bookshelf. I found it when I was going through my books, and she hid it there because she knew I was going to find it going through my books.
And they leave lots of notes everywhere. Sometimes she can't even find them.
But that's okay, because I find them eventually.
Yep, because sometimes she likes to look for things.
Well, say that when you're on camera.
Yeah. Sometimes she likes to look for things, too.
Secrets. It's all about secrets. Then my house has secret notes all over my house. I love secrets.
So Alethea likes to hide things like her notes and she puts them where she found them. But sometimes she puts them where people can't find them, but where she can find them.
Yep.
I saw her pick up a note one time. Not the one I just showed you, but I saw her pick up a note, and then I went out of the room for a little to see something, and then I came back in, and the note was out of her hand. Where'd she hide it?
Who knows? Somewhere secret that only I know. Or maybe I'll forget about it and I'll find it again later, which is probably more likely what will happen.
I have more questions.
Oh my goodness, so many questions. Okay.
Okay.
What's next?
Why do you like to have stuffed animals that you want to squeeze so much? You see how he has a crooked nose? She thought that nobody would buy him because sometimes they like straight noses, like Escher's.
This is a little crooked.
A little crooked, but it looks fine.
I was worried that every child would want the perfect teddy bear. And so I found the teddy bear with the crooked nose, and I thought, oh no, nobody's going to love this teddy bear. But guess what? I will love this teddy bear. So I made it my job to collect the misfits and to love the misfits. So my friends are kind of misfits too. And these are the friends that I get to make up in my head. So Charlie is a friend I made up in my head. And Escher is a new friend that I made up in my head.
And sometimes she has lots of other ones in her bedroom.
I do. I have a lot of stuffed animals.
And a lot of tiaras, I can see.
A lot of tiaras.
Can you see what she's wearing?
I know. This is one of my new ones. I like flowers, so this one has flowers on it.
So, when you're going to the beach sometimes...
Okay.
Do you bring your phone and either on the way home or the way to the beach, do you read some books on your phone? I know I do. But,
you do.
But sometimes do you?
I do bring my phone to the beach in case I want to take pictures, but it's so hot at the beach and I worry about sand and water and everything else. So if I'm going to read at the beach, usually I bring an actual, a physical book to read at the beach.
And what we found at the beach, she took a picture of it. It was something blue. Yeah. I'm ready to show them.
Oh, don't. Yeah, I've already shared it. I've already shared it online. Yeah, so don't worry about that one.
So if you guys seen it, it's a jellyfish.
It's a jellyfish. Yep.
A blue looks like an eyeball with some feathers, and it really, if you flip it over, it looks like an eyeball. And then one time I made one of them disappear.
It's cool. So what else are you going to ask me?
So why do you have so many pillows, and why do you like to have lights on when you're writing? Sometimes I've seen you write without a light.
Right. I like to write in the dark. I like fairy lights. I like color lights, like my green lights and my pink lights. I like those kind of lights, but I don't like these kind of lights. I only usually turn these lights on if I'm filming a video or if I'm doing something and I need light and it's dark outside.
What if we shut all these lights off?
I would be so happy.
What would happen if they saw us shut the lights off? What do you think
They would see us, just not very well. We would be in shadow. There would be lots of shadows, and we might not look as pretty. And you want us to look really pretty, don't you?
But we have one light we can shut off. That light. Or that light.
Ta-da!
Oh my god, Escher was in the shadows, see? No, you get up here, Escher. So, hey, I liked it.
Well, we're gonna make it match the rest of the video. Okay.
Okay, so have you put a surprise right here?
In the front of the book?
Yep.
Well, the story about the front of the book is that on this page...
Did you put the owl?
Here. No, this is what happened. This is the story about the cover of this book. So, when they did this page originally, see, boo! All of the people looked scary. No, wait. All of the people were laughing. That's what it was. All of the people were laughing. And I said, but it's boo. Everybody's supposed to be scary. You're supposed to say boo and be scared. Boo! When you say boo, you don't say boo. You say boo to scare people. So I wanted this page to be scary. So they made all the people more scary. But that piece of art they took and they used it on the cover. So on the cover, everyone is smiling. Because it makes sense for everyone to smile on the cover of the book. Right? So that's the story about the cover of the book. Everyone is smiling on the cover of the book because on this page, everyone is scary.
Especially when you turn the page, remember this page. Boo. Okay,
Boo.
remember that page.
It's a scary page.
Look at that.
Because they're scared. And where's the owl?
The owl is on top of Bee's head.
There's always an owl. You gotta find him.
Really? Then where's the owl on this page?
I don't know. Find him.
Way down there. Wait, that way. Right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard when you're looking up there.
It's backwards.
Right there. Yeah, when you're going one way, you're actually going the other way.
Yes. All right.
So
Are we
okay,
good?
When I'm trying to go left, I'm actually going right in
Yes.
the camera, so I gotta go right there.
Okay. So is that the end of the interview, or are we done?
We just have 2 more questions.
Oh my goodness, so many questions. Okay, go ahead.
And then at the last part, we'll do
Okay, we'll
And
blow
then we'll-
kisses.
and then we'll hug them so tight, okay?
Okay, more questions.
So, 2 more questions to ask.
Okay, go ahead, shoot.
If you like so many books, why do you have just a little bit of books in your room if you like so many books? And if they're all the way in your library right here and out there,
I have 2 libraries.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
she has 2, her living room and this library.
But no
So-
books in my bedroom.
But you have some.
Just a couple, but I'll tell you why. Sometimes when I'm in bed I like to read, but normally when I'm in bed I like to sleep. When I'm in my bedroom, I like to sleep. And books now are my job. So when I go in my bedroom, it's hard to sleep when I'm surrounded by my job. It's actually hard for me to read books now too because I keep thinking about my job. And I think, I should be writing. I should be doing something else. This is very hard for me to read books now. So in my room are a couple of books in case I get up in the middle of the night and I need to read something. Also, I have all of the writing I did when I was younger. That's in my room. I call it the archives. And then I have a couple of books from Andre Norton's library because they're just very special to me. Because she was a lady who was also an author and she also had a library. And her library was called High Halleck. And so I call this library Little High Halleck. Hers was much bigger. It was like a 3-car garage. It was huge. It's amazing.
So, actually, I forgot I had 3 questions.
Oh my goodness.
2 more. 2 more left.
Okay.
2 more. So, 1. So, like you said, when it's hard for you to read a book,
Okay.
can you start to read a little bit of, not read it, think about it like you did with Althea? Can you think about it?
That was just a story, though, with
Mhm.
Althea, that I did with Althea.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
I'm gonna
whole book.
I know, but
It's hard for me to concentrate in a whole book because I want to go write my own book.
I'm saying I'll keep the pages open,
Mm-hmm.
and you can either look down or stay up and just look like this.
If I'm filming a video, but if I'm trying to actually read a book, I want to shut everything off and just read the book.
Mhm.
And then it's hard for me to do because I want to go write my own book.
So, how about I tell some of this all the way to help nothing good starts with an X.
You've already told it. We already recorded that.
I know.
So Why would we want to do it again? Okay.
Okay.
So ask me your last question.
So my last question is, if you were filming this video by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
would you want to bring one of these or both of them? Or would you want to have like a star, like Casey or her daughter Althea?
I love having guest stars. Right now, I like having you as a guest star. That's fun. But I like having guest stars. I like filming videos by myself, which I do a lot. I did anyway. I wish I could do it more often. But the guest stars help me schedule the videos and force me to do them like I have a deadline. You're leaving tomorrow, so you're kind of my deadline. We have to do this right now. So when I do them by myself, I don't really have a deadline, so it's harder for me to get them done.
You could have one of your stars come up here.
That's true, and I will have a star coming up here next month. Her name is Shveta. She's a cool person, and she loves fairy tales, and so maybe we'll do some fairy tale rants while Shveta's here.
Plus, you also have 2 other stars.
I have lots of other stars.
Charlie and Esther.
Charlie and Esther!
Plus your other ones in your room.
And Princess Alexia.
So, I think that's everything.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you, Princess Alexia, for asking me interview questions. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, patrons, for supporting us on Patreon. Okay.